Hi, it's Ez. I haven't exactly talked to anyone much. I've kind of been going through it with the team. I wanted a team so bad. But the worst of the worst kind of happened. It went from having everyone I loved to having no one. My brother came in. And I don't know if it's better or worse that he came in and he wasn't bit, but instead he was already dead. I don't know if that's supposed to be better or worse, but people keep telling me that it's a good thing because at least I didn't have to watch him turn into whatever they are. And don't get me wrong, I'm so glad that he didn't, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that this is any easier. He was my brother. My little brother. I watched him grow. I took care of him. I watched him walk for the first time. I fed him Cheerios. I did everything I could. My whole job is to protect him. And then not even a month later, my other brother came in. This time, he came in with bites. They wouldn't let me work on his case. They said it was too personal, and that I could visit during visiting hours. And that's what I did. For the first couple weeks, I would go in at the very start of visiting hours. I would get to the doors early so that when they opened, I could be the first person inside. I watched him slowly turn into something that I don't even recognize. At first, he just kept losing weight. He lost all his muscle and he was so skinny. And he had bruises all over and you could see his veins turning black and he didn't even look like my brother anymore. And then after that, we thought we found a cure. We were so excited. And, of course, my friend Alex decided that we should test it. My friend Jonathan was the one who decided to take it. He was sure that it was the perfect thing. But of course, first you have to get bit. So that's what he did. Except that we didn't find a cure. So not only did I lose 2 of my brothers, but then I lost someone who I considered family. A colleague. An amazing human being, and everything is gone, and I don't know what to do. And now I've already tried to make this group to leave, to go out into this world, and what am I supposed to tell them? I'm sorry, but I'm not mentally okay enough to leave? Because at the moment, everything just is too much. Getting out of bed feels like a chore, and I can't. But at the same time, I have to find this cure because it's taken too many people and too many lives and too many things I care about. It's my mission to find a cure. So I have to make this team and I have to get out of here because if I don't know what I can do. I can't help here. There's nothing I can do here. We've got a couple people who are going. I don't really know their names. We all kind of go by nicknames. Everyone calls me Ez, which is mostly normal. Then there's Go-Go, Mitch, Sharpshooter. There's a million different nicknames for a couple people, but then there's Lily. I don't know if it's her real name or not, but close enough. I'm trying so hard to just get people, cars, supplies. But at this rate, it's going to take at least 3 months just to get enough supplies for one person, let alone a whole team. Not to mention the fact that I'm probably going to have to steal a car, which, stealing from a government property isn't exactly the best idea, but it's the best one I've got at the moment. The biggest issue is medical supplies. I can't leave here without medical supplies. It's more important than food at this point. Everywhere you turn, there is always going to be something trying to eat you, so you have to be careful. Especially considering that things have gotten a lot worse since the last time we talked. When this whole thing started, they started bombing different areas. And it seemed like a good idea at the time. But the thing that makes bombs is chemicals. Nuclear weapons are not something to be played with, as many people know, but apparently the government is not as smart as we think they are. So basically, anything that took water or could absorb anything through their skin got fucking massive. Bugs, frogs, turtles, alligators, literally anything that could absorb things through their skin got big as fuck. And now we have to deal with them. And it's not like you can just shoot them or something. Oh no. These things are so big that you literally can't. The last time I saw one, it was an alligator. We literally had to shoot it with a missile, and it only flinched long enough for us to get away. It's like the world comes up with dumber and dumber solutions for bigger and bigger problems, and I don't know what to do, and I am just one person, and I'm trying so hard to get this sorted out, but I don't know quite what I'm doing, so it's kind of failing miserably. Not to mention the fact that I am just fucking terrified. There are zombies and monsters and people out there who all want us dead, and how am I supposed to protect a whole group of people when I can't even protect my family? I couldn't even protect my brother or my coworker, let alone these people who are basically acting like I'm their boss, their president, their whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. The best I've got is medical skills and a map. That's it. I'm scared. And I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm trying my best. My first goal is to go to the library and find some books about literally anything. Any type of medical book would be helpful, but also any type of combat book would also be helpful. Not that I've not exactly read all of them, but still. Getting people educated is the best that I can do at the moment. It's just getting to the library that's the problem. Here at the center, there are kids who have never even read a book in their entire lives. But at the same time, you bring a book back here and they don't know what half of these things are talking about. They see things like fairies and these beautiful pictures of Cinderella and things like that, and they look at them and have no clue what they are because they've never seen them. These kids have never been told about fairies or Santa Claus. They get told about the zombies and the big monsters and how we shoot first and ask questions later, and how we don't stand by, and how we have to keep fighting, and how there's always going to be something out to get you, and how there always has to be a cure, and this is so stupid. The people on this team have no clue what's going on in the world. I mean, our youngest person in the group is 12. And that alone might be a bad idea, but I'll take what I can get. Her name's Lily. She's extremely excited, and she has a twin sister, so she's also coming. 2 12-year-olds is not exactly that great, but I mean, they can stick together. That'll at least make them a little bit more safe, I hope. Lily is just excited to see the world. Well, her sister is not excited for anything. Lily was technically a cook. She stayed in the kitchen or took care of the kids. That was her whole job. While her sister has been actually out fighting. Around here, usually, it's you have a son and a daughter. And the daughter does one thing and the son does the other. Except for some people who get twins. In that case, the oldest daughter gets kitchen duty, and the youngest daughter gets machine guns handed to her. Sadly, Lily has been in the kitchens and taking care of kids since she was 8. Rayla has been in the field since she was 8. Honestly, they're complete opposites. Lily is happy and upbeat and kind of squeaky and jumpy. She's constantly moving and slightly annoying, but besides the point. Rayla, on the other hand, it's like she's a robot. She doesn't talk, she has no feelings, she's seen things that no one can imagine. She was an 8-year-old going out to fight zombies. The youngest a kid can fight is 8. You'd think that they'd wait until the kid's at least 16, but no. 8. It's crazy. And wrong. And it's even worse because the girls don't have parents. So technically, the government can tell them to do whatever they want, and they have to do it. Which Lily is completely fine with, and sadly, Rayla has no choice of. I see a lot of myself in Rayla. And see a lot of what I could have been in Lily. Rayla and Lily are people that I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on. Maybe not as much with Rayla. My main thing is Lily is going to get herself killed because she is all over the place and has no clue what she's doing. And Rayla's going to get herself killed because she's tired of existing. And then there's, of course, everyone else in the group who at least has some sort of knowledge of medical something, food something, weapons something. They all have something in some field. I know weapons, I know maps, and I know about being a doctor. That's the best I got. There are some people who only know one thing, and there are some people who know many. Sharpshooter is what we call him. He knows only weapons, and he's kind of thick-skulled, if you ask me. You could tell him literally anything, and his only response is, "Can I blow it up?" And usually the answer is no, which is apparently the wrong answer to him. But we'll figure that out. And then there's Mitch. She's the one who makes the maps and tells us how to get where. Leon, God, they kind of do everything. But at the same time, they're kind of like the parent of the group, telling everyone to stop fighting and shut up and get in line. Keep our hands to ourselves type thing. It's just kind of how it goes, I think. I don't know. I've started having the group meet each other more frequently. I figured that if they know each other well enough, we won't have as many fights in the beginning. I don't know if that's actually helpful or not, but still. Same thing. But anyway. Thank you for letting me blabber about stupid things. I hope when we talk next that things are better. But I make no promises. Bye for now. Ez out.